Hello guys, today I will make a Uganda empire. So, the first thing Uganda is going to do is invade Rwanda, no Burundi, and they are going to do a very swift invasion. Then, if you weren't able to think about it, they will invade Rwanda, and that invasion will be swift too. So let's see the peace treaty. Yeah, in the peace treaty, Uganda is going to annex both of them, and now the border is looking horrible. So what they're going to do to fix that? Of course, they're going to invade Tanzania. But here is where the interesting part comes in. Tanzania is going to invade Uganda, with both Rwanda and Burundi getting occupied, and even mainland Uganda. They are going to go very close to their capital, but then they will stop. Why they will stop? It's actually quite simple. Because Mozambique joined the war, and they are in the side of Uganda. They will quickly cross their southern border. Tanzania, being terrified of this, is going to actually retreat a bit from this invasion and stop right there, in order to get troops down here. But until then, Mozambique already had all of this land. Uganda, realizing their advantage, will push down to their territories, and they will be able to liberate most of the important areas of their new lands, and even invade a bit into Tanzania. Kenya, seeing this as a free way to get land, also joins the war, but only to get land. They will quickly invade into the coast and in the lake region, capturing very important areas for Tanzania, and most of the coast is going to quickly disappear even. So, yeah, Tanzania is getting pushed back from Uganda now too. And yeah, they capitulate. So let's see this peace treaty. Okay, so from the peace treaty, Uganda is going to annex the area around the Lake Victoria, which Tanzania had. And now their next step is to invade South Sudan. So in the start, it's going to be very hard, because South Sudan is in a lot of chaos, but that doesn't mean that they can have a good amount of pressure in Uganda and a good defense right here, which they will have, and for a whole week they will not be able to advance too much, because Ethiopia is supplying South Sudan. And after a lot of time that South Sudan is unable to push back, Ethiopia joins the war. Now Uganda is rapidly getting pushed back, with a big amount of the northern area of the country being captured. But at that point, Sudan decides to join together with Eritrea to try to not only retain the independence of Uganda, but also claims some territories that they might see as theirs. So quickly Sudan is going to invade South Sudan and capture most of the northern region of the country, as well as push into Ethiopia just barely, while Eritrea is mostly going to be able to hold on against Ethiopia, except their very southern region. Next, Kenya is going to rejoin Ethiopia together with Somalia, because they think that it's going to be a good idea to invade Ethiopia. So quickly Ethiopia is getting invaded by Kenya, and now the Sudanese troops in here are getting pushed back into their country, very back to their country actually, while Ethiopia tries to hold on, but they aren't that much capable. The Somalia does push a fair amount into Ethiopia. capturing most of the ethnically Somalian land there. At this point, even Eritrea is able to push back and invade Ethiopia. So now, with both states nearly collapsed, another country is going to join to try to save them. This country is going to be the DRC. So DRC troops are going to quickly push back this front and quickly push in the Uganda countryside. Though here it's very mountain, so I'm not sure if they will be able to. But yeah, so the blue team gets a bit of courage and they try to push back. One other nation that's going to join the blue team is going to be Djibouti, and that's going to help Ethiopia push even more Somalia and Eritrea back. Now the red team is slowly losing land, very slowly, but still losing. So after a great amount of pushback, the two sides will come to an agreement. So let's see it. So this is going to be the peace treaty. Ethiopia is going to get something from Eritrea, Somalia is going to get something from Ethiopia, Djibouti is going to expand slightly. Here nothing will change except that Sudan is going to get all of the disputed areas because everybody here is Catholic, everybody here is Muslim. I think there are some Catholics together, but South Sudan lost, so yeah. And Kenya and Uganda are going to expand to South Sudan, and the DRC is going to expand into Uganda. So what's next? So yeah, if you didn't see it coming, that's next. So this looks like a Nintendo Switch for now, but it will not do for long because Ugandan troops quickly pushed in the Kenyan countryside, capturing major areas, and just after a few days they had already captured a big amount of the country. The new Somalian state, realizing that they could get the area right here which Somalian people live in, quickly pushed in to secure that regions for them and also capture some extra areas. While Ethiopia, for some unexplained reasons, made peacekeeping forces along their border with Kenya. And not just that, but even Tanzania jumped into the fun and tried to reclaim some of their lost lands, which they will be successful at. Now quickly the Kenyan state is going to start falling, but it will not stop fighting. That's very important because that war is just going to continue on, They're not going to do anything about it. Ethiopia is going to guarantee Kenya to give them back this stuff after the war. So just so people cannot cross into Ethiopia. It's that war. So we will see actually something interesting because Somalia and Tanzania are going to create a peace treaty, but Uganda will not. So from the peace treaty this is going to happen, and now Kenya has a better chance because all of their armies are pushing back the Ugandans. Also I forgot, these people are not longer in the war. They were even able to split a large part of the army and completely erase it. A lot of them escaped to Uganda through the lake, but that's unimportant really. And it went and became a stalemate right here. So after a bit of fighting, Uganda realized they cannot push in, Kenya realized they cannot get back their land, so they agreed to a peace treaty. So in the peace treaty, Uganda is going to get these lands, and now the state is looking very big. What could they want now? If you couldn't guess, they want the Congo, and they will quickly push into the Congo in the areas that used to be theirs, but also in this northern area because it's very flat really up here, and they will even try to push through the mountains in these areas, which is going to be successful. The Congo will at first send their armies, but even before they will be able to clash, another nation will join the Ugandans, this being Angola. So now the Congo has to face a two-front war, and it's going terribly for them because Angola already secured key areas for the Congo, while Uganda is making their way over to Angola through the countryside, while they also have captured most of the northern forest area and they are approaching the jungle area where they will have to stop. In the south, they will be nearly able to connect with Angola, and yeah, but just before they were able to connect, another rebellion is going to crash out right here. It is going to agree with the red team that they will be neutral towards each other, and after capturing a bit more land, they stopped. The Congo losing slowly their faith, they will surrender. So let's see the peace treaty. Okay, so in the peace treaty, the Congo is going to get split up into 3 states, while Angola is going to get some land, and Uganda will get a bunch of land for their size, nearly doubling. But also a state will be created here and another here. So I hope you like the video, please subscribe, like, and I will like you to help me to reach my goal, which is 100 subscribers. That's it. Bye.